Hello YouTube fans, my name is Jordan Harris and welcome back to Review YouTube. And today we're going to keep going along with the Star Wars Skywalker saga as we go back into the past about Darth Vader. In this video we're going to talk about Darth Vader's origin story and about how he became a villain. So today I would just call it the Darth Vader Trilogy. But before I begin, I'm giving a shout out to Disney Plus for its streaming content. And since I'm doing a Star Wars review, I would recommend watching the Darth Vader Trilogy if you are a Darth Vader fan, which I am. So go on Disney Plus and watch your best moments of Darth Vader in his origin films. But if you haven't seen it and you're watching this video, there's going to be some major spoilers, and but if you have seen it, then you're fine to watch it because hey, it's ReviewTube, and reviewing is my thing. So without further ado, let's step into the dark side as we go back into the past as we explored the history of Darth Vader. And it starts off with Star Wars The Phantom Menace Episode 1, where we see a young boy named Anakin Skywalker who mostly built who was super smart and built a special hovering vehicle called a pod racer, and he used it to go pod racing, which he won first place in. And he met two Jedi Masters named Qui-Gon Jinn and Ben Kenobi, but mostly known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And most of all, we don't really see young Anakin Skywalker much in the film, but we mostly pay attention to Qui-Gon Jinn and Kenobi as they have to face off an evil villain known as Darth Maul, which was a big battle in the movie, and the movie wasn't that good, but we did see Darth Maul kill Qui-Gon Jinn, which led to Kenobi defeating Darth Maul, and pretty much that was the end of the movie because those two heroes, including the little boy Anakin, they saved the galaxy, and still it just didn't really show how Darth Vader was developing his power as a villain. But we do get a little bit of it later on. But we go right into the next episode of the Star Wars movies, and that is Star Wars Attack of the Clones Episode 2, where we see Anakin has grown up and is becoming a Padawan, and a Padawan is a trainee mostly, and let me just say this: a Padawan is just someone who is developing his or her power of becoming a Jedi. Because right now we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is now teaching Anakin the Force and how to become a Jedi when he keeps developing his power and progressing with it with goodwill. And that's what Anakin was doing, but we don't really get to see how he becomes a villain. But we do see him have a love interest in this film, and that is a young woman named Padme. And we seen her last in the last movie, The Phantom Menace, where she was just a young girl and Anakin was just a young boy. But we do see him growing up, and Anakin has a little bit of a crush on her, and they start falling in love. One crazy thing that happened in the film was seeing his mother died by a bunch of bad guys, and he was upset. But who is the villain in this movie? Well, his name is Count Dooku, and he is one of Yoda's students who became a good guy at first, but later turned into a bad guy when he joined the dark side. And what happened was there was a battle between Yoda and Count Dooku, but then after that fight, we get more into the fight against Anakin and Kenobi against Dooku. And what did Count Dooku do? He cut off Anakin's arm which led him to have a special robot mechanical arm that we see in the episode 6 of Star Wars Return of the Jedi. When Luke cut off Darth Vader's hand, we got to see it was a mechanical hand. And at the end of the movie, we see Anakin and Padme get married. Now, the third episode is Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, where we get to see how Darth Vader rises. And this is how we see how it goes. So we see round 2 of Anakin and also Kenobi fight against Count Dooku, and this time Anakin kills Count Dooku by cutting off his head. Later on in the film, we get to see him talk to the Emperor of the galaxy, known as Lord Palpatine, but mostly known as Darth Sidious. And what does he do? He encourages Anakin to join the dark side, which Anakin does. He is ready to follow Palpatine's evil footsteps as he joins the dark side and becomes known as Darth Vader, which we see him have negative energy in his body and a lot of hate in his personality. During the end of the movie, we see him against Obi-Wan Kenobi, and what does he do? He saw his wife, and she was pregnant, and she was telling Anakin how she's like, oh my goodness, you're not this person anymore. I know the Anakin that who is super nice and sweet and not evil and not have lots of negative feelings in his body, which he did. And Anakin thought that Padme was pretty much betraying him, but she wasn't, because she was worried about Anakin. But what did Anakin do? He used the Force by choking his own wife, but that didn't stop her from having the babies that she had. And guess who those babies were? And it was Luke and Leia, but they had to separate into different planets, where Luke was nurtured at a planet called Tatooine, and Leia went to a different family that adopted her. So, and which led to Padme's death. But that didn't stop Anakin against his own master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And there was a big battle in Revenge of the Sith. No joke. It was super big. And when it's almost at the end, we see Obi-Wan Kenobi saying that he has the high ground, but Anakin leaps up and tries to have his last blow on Kenobi. But what did Kenobi do? Chops off Anakin's legs and leaves him in a big pool of lava, which burnt his body. And well, yep, he really was messed up. His face was messed up, and he had lots of scars on his face, which we got to see his identity in episode 6, Return of the Jedi, where we get to see Anakin Skywalker as his face was all messed up. And then we see Lord Palpatine and grabs the burnt and legless Anakin Skywalker and put him in a dark dark suit, which made him into a cyborg and made him into a lethal weapon, an evil villain known as Darth Vader. And that's how this is how Darth Vader becomes the biggest supervillain of Star Wars, and will always be a supervillain in the Star Wars universe, always and forever. And yes, that was the big Star Wars trilogy of Darth Vader, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, because, well, yes, it's a supervillain story, so hope you guys enjoyed it. And comment down below who your favorite supervillain is, either in a movie or TV show, Just comment down below who your favorite supervillain is. Please give me that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and go to the notification bar if you do not want to miss a video I post. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys stay safe and healthy as always, and we're gonna get through this together. Thanks for hearing my Darth Vader review, and I'll see you guys later, because next review I'm going to do is going to be about Star Wars The Force Awakens Episode 7. So I'll see you guys later, and thank you.